What's up, everybody? Today we are here in, you knew we had to do it, we are here in Princes of Darkness for the first time in a little while, but it's the Halloween season, so we obviously have to come in here and do something spooky. And rather than play as a stereotypical vampire like I often do, or even like a vampire hunter like down here in Crete, we're actually going to be playing as a werewolf. And I found this character who is apparently not as much of a fan favorite, maybe is the wrong word, but he's apparently pretty good. This is Pack Leader Baldur Chrono of the Sept of the Wild Sea, and I thought he might be a fun character to play as here because he's over here in England, and he's got ways in Wales, but he's got a lot of stuff going on next to him in England that he's going to have to deal with very soon, or he's going to very quickly probably get overrun by somebody like Mithras, or by Robin, or, well, actually this guy's his own friend, or by his nemesis, Stephanie. So we'll have to see how this goes, but we're going to try and play as Pack Leader Baldur. Whatever happens, happens. I like to do videos like that every once in a while, but I'm hoping that some of my pre-recording strategies pan out for me. I will actually read this because welcome to Tribes of Darkness. First, thank you for playing the mod, blah, blah, blah. This is basically just thanking you to play. Let's learn a bit about the werewolf's main mechanics. Werewolves have several key differences from other characters. First, they live in tribal holdings and mostly don't care or actively want to lower development to access their buildings. Those buildings cause prestige, as do most things in werewolf society and mechanics. While very strong fighters and quite enduring, werewolves are completely mortal and must plan for their succession accordingly. Each werewolf has a breed describing who he was before his first change, and an auspice describing under which full moon this first change occurred. These two determine which special lifestyles are available to each individual werewolf. They gain experience in those by going on spiritual quests or journeys. Finally, take notice that all werewolves have access to raiding, regardless of their religion. What about succession? Werewolves have companions and families that are named kinfolk, a trait in the mod. Any children born of a werewolf kinfolk, or a combination of both, will be born a kinfolk as well. Then there's a chance that this kinfolk will go through the first change, sometimes during puberty. This experience is the first time that a kinfolk becomes a werewolf. In game turns, the kinfolk trait is replaced by the werewolf one. If your heir happens to be a kinfolk and doesn't experience the first change, they will weaken your realm considerably, as some buildings will be disabled, and you will lose access to the special lifestyle. While this will be crippling, you might still recover down the line when another werewolf generation if you plan ahead for this occurrence. There's some lore of the tribes. The World of Darkness is a universe running for more than 30 years now, with hundreds of books and other media covering it. The main idea is that in our world, several factions of supernatural creatures are interacting below the surface, creating an underground full of intriguing stories. You are playing Dark Ages werewolves. Werewolves, or Garu, are the champions of Gaia, the spirit of the earth. Prone to anger and rash actions, they are nonetheless brave and diligent in their task. Garu are divided by tribes, each one having its own culture and separate characteristics. Together they form a Garu nation. In 1230, however, which is the year it is right now, the unity of the nation is an illusion at best. Discord between the tribes, combined with the devastating flaying plague and the growth of human civilizations, have left the werewolves severely weakened and retreating to their dwindling forests. If decisive action is not taken soon to recover some of the lost ground, Gaia's champions might soon become nothing more than a legend. And that's pretty good as far as basics goes. And actually, if we click our character Baldur here, there is a handy lore document, so we'll read that. But this is Baldur Chrono, heir to the greatest Celtic heroes. Baldur fights, drinks, and flirts like the best of them. He is ambitious, lustful, brave. He is an elusive shadow rank 4. He's a legendary blade master. He's comely. He's robust. He's a werewolf, as we said. He is Homid, as a breed of Pharaoh born as and raised by humans, which is their natural form. But he's just in his Homid form because you can change form by right-clicking and going to shapeshift. And he is a Ragabash, one of the 5 auspices under which a Garu may be born. He was born during the new moon, acts as a mythic trickster, the fool who is alternatively foolish and wise. He plays the role of the contrary, questioning tradition in order to find the wisest path. Interesting. He has 16 diplomacy, 13 martial, 15 stewardship, 17 intrigue, 8 learning, and 43 prowess. He's a very strong character. He's at Gnosis 1. And he's of the Fianna. The Fianna are strongly based in Celtic and European traditions. Fianna are known among the Garu for their passion for the pleasure of life, their skills and ferocity in battle as keepers of the music stories and lore of the Garu. Fianna have communal identity, ritual hospitality, and ritual celebrations, and they like if you are a firstborn Fae, or if you're a Kami? Yes, he's been touched by Gaia themselves. And he's also Welsh, and he's the head of the Welsh culture, which get longbowmen, and they're also Highland warriors. So I think definitely to start off, we're going to want to consolidate and take up as much of Wales as possible. I'm probably going to try and get rid of my rival. What is this here at the bottom? This is more like our transformation thing. Okay. You have 20% chance to regenerate Gnosis each month. This will increase our lifestyle experience, which he has 10 perks. We're going to definitely mess with those here in a second. But first, let's read his lore, because we have Baldur's lore right here. Baldur comes from a troubled lineage and lived his whole life to transcend it. He left Wales and traveled the Isles, never revealing his name or lineage. He fought alongside the Fianna in many battles, slaying a thunderworm in the bogs of Ireland and ending the unlife of an ancient vampire in the Scottish lowlands. He reclaimed an ancient Fianna cairn in Northumbria from the Fenrir by trickery and bravery, outwitting the cairn's, I think that's how you would say it, crafty totem, and then facing a Fenrir champion in single combat. In his 21st summer, he challenged the highest chieftain of the Welsh Fianna to single combat and took the antler crown from this fallen rival. He made his defeated foe his closest advisor and then worked to bring unity to the fragmented and fractious Fianna packs of the British Isles. However, his ambition is greater still. By uniting all the remaining Garo in the British Isles, Blooded hopes to form an unheard-of united front against the invaders. And then there's the future fate in canon. Blooded will make sure that the British Garo survive the difficult times ahead, although he won't be able to overcome the one foe that curses his lineage, however, and will die clave in hand, and his family name restored by his bravery. And that is his little thing. Health track is a concept taken directly from the tabletop, where your health was shown as a certain number of boxes. Oh, okay, so now we have, like, boxes of health. If we're getting... if all health boxes are filled with half or more being aggravated damage, you die. I notice our man's not married, but first, let's go to our lifestyle. So he has breed gifts and he has lunar gifts. And I notice with breed gifts, there are a bunch of different things. He's got 5 and 5. So he has the lunar auspice and he also has these breed gifts. Focus on gifts that come with your natural breed form. Because getting down to this would get us, because there's something going on with the werewolves, which I have not mentioned yet, and that is the flaying plague. It's claiming countless Garo and kinfolk lives in its wake. If nothing is done about it, this might be the end of the once proud warriors of Gaia. If we have 10 in every attribute, we can end the flaying plague, but we just need 3 in learning, so that's something that or 2 in learning, sorry. That's something that we're gonna have to hopefully try to figure out. And by the time we get to this, I mean, honestly, we'd probably be able to just change it really fast. So I'll do this. 8 years. So it'll take 8 years and then 8 years. This will take 8 years. I think we should do this. I'll take the gamble, because if I can get it up to 16, we'd be able to end it by the end, right? Okay, so he has a couple different ones. So we've gone down this tree. Can't change it to this. Although you do actually get the option to do this. Movement speed and Ragabash. The Ragabash performs the ultimate trick. Okay, so this is our tree, so we can only go down this. I'm tracking now. So we can actually use our perks through here. Study the art of scheming decision. Counselor opinion plus 30. Sticky fingers by artifact claim. We can claim a throne. Expedite scheme decision. Oh, okay. This could come in really handy for us. Okay, so this actually worked out pretty well. Tribal gifts, which would be a Fianna focus. And then there's a bunch of other stuff. There's so many different perks for, something like this. We have a powerful vassal who wants to seat on the council, and he is pretty good at nothing. I guess we'll just have a bad steward. We don't really need a good steward because we want our diplomacy to be low, I guess. So let's look at our buildings now that we have the chance. I'm apparently on the Isle of Man, I think is what this is. And we have the burgeoning cairn of the Wild Sea. The cairn is a place of quiet respite, but hosting refugees from the ravagings of the flaying plague strained its resources to the utmost. We need 3,900 prestige to get it up to another one. Holy God. I would say that that's a lot. We could probably deal with losing some of this land if we really had to, and I probably would end up just going north. Should we actually attack you first? I can only do a holy war for counties. Although honestly, I should probably attack my rival first, huh? You can create a pack. I'm gonna call it Heroes of Wales. Who can I add to this pack now? I think I could add you. He has to be part of the same realm or married to me. I see. And speaking of marriage, our dude is not married. And I did see a really interesting option here. So there is this character. She is the reluctant heiress. And I think she's her primary heir, which is good. She's 21, and I would say that this is a pretty good alliance to get into. So I'm going to do you, literally. 1,000 troops. It'll give me a little bonus. I could technically marry her mom. I did check this, Helen of Genoa. However, I have to do a matrilinear, and I do need to worry about a potential heir, because if he dies, that would be bad for me. And then as far as starting off goes, I think we should just jump right into going into battle, and we can probably take these guys on. They have nothing. They just have these guys, and I think we do have some men-at-arms that we can station in as well, so let's station those really quick. We get 21 bonus here in Homwick, or Homewick. We'll do Homewick. Homewick, Jesus, can't speak. Development decline, nice, okay. Number of knights, Station Fira. Control growth, men-at-arms maintenance. Let's do, I like Werewolf Keeper. That's a good one. And then let's go. So it decreases development, Spiritual Sanctuary. That's a good one. Yeah, perfect. Cool. This is gonna be fun. I really wanted to do a werewolf one for a while, but I've never had like the time or the option, so I've never really thought about it. But let's give it a shot. I'm gonna take their county, and then I'm going to transform into my, I think it's the Chronos form. It gives battle modifier delirium, overwhelming instinct fear that affects human beings who see werewolves. Yeah, let's do Chronos. So now I wouldn't be able to transform, I don't think, again, but it doesn't really matter. The Celts' last stand, always a strong force in the British Isles, the Fianna tribes have been decimated by the flaying plague, leaving them wide open to the powerful vampire known as Mithras. Barely hanging on in Wales, they have regrouped in the cairn of the wide sea under the leadership of King Blood. Or is it Beluth? Bethud? Or Blood? Or Blood? Is it King Bethud or King Bloodud? Someone will have to tell me. Despite the respect he inspires, many are wondering if he can even do something about this desperate situation. Perhaps the time of the Celts is truly over. Or maybe this will be the start of the greatest story to come from the Fianna, the one of their glorious reconquest of their home. At least it'll be a story worth telling. Ah, my story so far. Bold Bloodud, after many adventures, you have returned from exile to lead the Fianna of the British Isles in their time of need. Your charisma and shrewd strategy have saved them from the worst, but there is still much to be done. There is another issue to take into account, though, a more personal one. Your ancestors were shamed for his association with the vampire named Stephanie, which led to the exile of your lineage. While you have proved yourself, Stephanie is still at large and toying with you. There have been hints, warnings, and even prophecies. You will have to face her in the future. Perhaps you will win, perhaps you won't. But the important thing is that you will have to face her sword in hand, washing away the shame, still tainting your lineage. I cannot escape my fate. If you're both still alive, Stephanie will come for you in 10 years. Garo have a strong relationship with their wolfkin. Each tribe, even the most city-bound ones like the Warders of Men, carefully watch over their four-legged friends and look for signs of the first change among them. Those from the wolves that end up becoming werewolves tend to need more preparation before becoming fully fledged members of the tribes, as the trappings of the human world are new to them. As the local leader, it falls to you to choose how closely you want to monitor and plan for this potential. I will nurture my kin. You have decided to take a proactive approach in monitoring your animal kin in your region. You have several trusted allies looking for signs of the first change among them already on site, but the area to cover is very large. When an animal experiences the first change, it tends to be a race between your kind and various ill-intentioned hunters, so the more people you assign to the surveillance task, the better. I can afford 250 prestige. Nature is a harsh mistress. Your animal kin, unaware of the struggles of this world, still live and die by its rules. A common argument among Fira is the degree of interference you must take into protecting your kin from the outside world and the predation of men on their natural environment. Some think they should defend them at all costs, while others think that these struggles will only result in stronger Pharaoh when the first change hits them. Do we want to spend another 250? I don't think so. I'd say a middle ground is best. Just get a mixed bag. I don't think I can afford to take both of those right now. Wouldn't mind having some wolves, too. They don't counter anything, but it is nice. We do get these leech hunters, which are better, and they counter vampires. That's something that we're going to want to grab, because a lot of these people have vampire men-at-arms. I think if you're married to somebody, you shouldn't have to spend prestige to call them in. I feel like that's a kind of a silly move. Vassal opinion minus 15. Your grandparent is this guy? No way. He's the knight general? Isn't he a werewolf? No, he's a gangrel. This guy's pretty crazy. I don't want to spend all of my piety yet either. Okay, we're working okay. I'm just taking this guy right now. And then I wonder if after this is over I can just go raiding on this person, because I probably would be able to. Well, let's see. Yeah, these are just whatever. They're just constructs. We should be able to beat them. We're werewolves, right? We're wolves. The flaying plague. Not all enemies of the Garo can be battled with fangs and claws. This is a lot of events. In the winter, 1229 werewolves in Lithuania, is that Lithuania? Fell victim to a fever. At first, it seemed like a strange offshoot of consumption. Then the boils appeared. Then the skin fell agonizingly from the bones. The entire Garo population of the region died, and the disease started to spread west. Hundreds of Garo and kinfolk die in its wake as the Tharujas seem barely able to contain it. Packs from all over the world are sharing information and rumors about the potential cause of this deadly disease, which seems clearly supernatural in nature, as it only targets werewolves and their kinfolk. Will the culprit be found before it's too late for the proud warriors of Gaia? The flaying plague has started in Eastern Europe. You have access to a decision to stop it, but I do not have the skills quite yet to get to it. Learn new abilities. Learn demonology is the only one that they can do. You can get lifestyle or fame traits. Interesting. This should be over, yeah. And we can, or should be able to start raiding. And I'm going to raid you. Just go right into it. Am I in human form now? Although we did take these three, so let's look at them real fast. We have Offa's Dyke, which is a long ditch flanked by a wall of earth. Was constructed by the Anglo-Saxon King of Mercia to defend the border towards Wales. This raised earthwork offers an advantage to whoever stands on the side of the wall, as any attacker have to fight an uphill battle from the dike. Or from the ditch, rather. Defender advantage +2. I'm going to grant this to somebody. Somebody useful, probably. Some of all skills. It wouldn't be bad to have a strong... I could give you the whole thing, yeah, actually. I don't need any of those. Perfect. You are pretty solid. Simon of Herefordshire, I'm going to demand you convert. Well, I guess you don't want to. What are you? Is it because he's English? Oh, he's a Silverfang. I can invite you to the Heroes of Wales. Actually, let's look at my pack here. Is anybody good? You could probably do it. Invite to the Heroes of Wales. I'm surprised you're not in it. Although you're not very well-rounded. I'm gonna invite you to the Heroes of Wales. I could probably have my wife do it too. She's actually really solid. Although she has to be my soulmate. Or my lover. I'm gonna seduce her to try and get an heir too. So let's just get that out of the way. and then we can go on a journey. We can train with my pack. Oh, this is cool. Much more than simple friends, the members of your pack are the ones that will always have your back in most dire situations. I love this art. You must prepare for anything as a team. What sort of thing are we doing? I'd love to hear this. Yeah, we're gonna knock them right the hell out. And then we're gonna beat her. I wonder if I could catch her? That could be huge mungus. Fire and blood, bounteous plunder, please. Is she leading it? If I could capture her, I would kill her immediately. I did not, but she is still raised. I would not be able to stop them, I don't think. No, sad to say. Nice. We have a baby coming. Wiped her. And then, you know, you can maybe capture them too when you're doing this, so this is always a good option. Do you have anybody who would be good for anything? Master of the Horse. Master of the Horse is a good one to grab because then you can do this one. And you get a slight advantage when you're commanding your own armies, which is something that I like. Improving my own man-at-arms will be tough. Getting, like, somebody, like saboteurs or sappers would be really useful. But honestly, probably these Kinfolk Leech Hunters would be what I would focus on first. These are just 3. How strong is this guy? I don't know if I would... I'm not raiding Mithras for sure. Not going to do that. I'll just go home. Perfect. 159. Love to see that. I can already stop the Flaying Plague? Why? 10 or more in every attribute. I don't have that. But I'm gonna accept it, because I'll get 750 prestige, which is great. The Flaying Plague is claiming countless Garo and Kinfolk lives in the wake. I do know for a fact that this is one of the only characters that can pretty much do this from the game start. So there you go. Thanks to the skills of your pack and your entourage, you have managed to uncover clues about the truth concerning the Flaying Plague. This terrible disease was indeed supernatural in origin, apparently created by a group of mages devoted to the worm, calling themselves the Circle of Red. That's a sick name. These fools were already behind several brazen attacks against Eastern Sarens, or Cairns, most notably in Sofia, and while they tried to cover their tracks, they haven't done it well, and quickly enough storming their lair, you have taken great satisfaction in slashing your way into these worm-ridden cultists until their ritual circles were red with their own blood. Oh, it's so rad. While the threat of the Flaying Plague is now behind you, there are some who still doubt about the details regarding its creation, some clues leading to a mysterious vampire and others to a demon. This might be worth investigating in the future, but for now, at least, your duty to Gaia has been fulfilled. Heroes of Gaia, what is this? We can control England and Wales. Look at they're having a little snack! Oh, that's so fun. You're pretty weak. I should be able to... Doesn't look like I can go oversea, but it's fine. Actually, before we do that, let's grab some Kinfolk Leech Hunters, and we'll station them here, just to have those as well. And then probably some Saboteurs as my other men-at-arm, just because I want them. We'll go raiding. We'll grab a bunch of stuff. That's the Flaying Plague. Oh, it's... Did I stop it, though? I think so. My wife became my lover. Perfect, so now I can have her in my pack, which I'm gonna do. Invite to the Heroes of Wales, my darling, my baby. I love you. I have always loved you, my darling. I should be trying to get rid of Stephanie, too. Actually, now I'm thinking about it. We should be... steal gold from her. We could try to murder her. You know, we might as well try, right? Secrecy's not bad. I can convince this person. I'm going to offer a hook on myself. Now we have 70% secrecy. There's a good chance they might actually kill her. My daughter and heir. Hair. I like hair. Hair. Oh, she's got robust. Hell yeah. And you're gonna have to be war focused. It's a rough world out there, but baby girl. It should be matrilinear. Get a little bit of an alliance here. Although he's pretty old. Foreign ruler. Oh, this pack member. You would be an excellent member to have an ally with. We should stick together. Oh, I'm gonna shapeshift to my Chronos form. Oh, I lost by 1 guy. We'll let our troops replenish. That sucks. And we are doing this journey, which is at 26% planned. Remember, the Heroes of Wales are planning phase of their journey. And I also would like to embark on a spiritual quest. Oh, that sounds cool. I don't often take all the advantage. Also, we did stop the Flaying Plague, so it did not hit us, but it did spread really fast. All right, so we get 0.1 per turn. I think we can actually... Were we still building stuff up here? This one's nearly done. That's what I was going to say. Men-at-Arms maintenance minus 1% might be nice. This one's going to be expensive. I need 3,900 prestige, which is a lot. But I think we should be okay. Cool. Oh yeah, it's 2 buildings. Let's go to the bottom here. Raid speed is good. Let's do that one. And then for you, let's grab... Because these are... Oh, okay, cool. So these do only cost prestige. So we have the Cairn of Rage. Army damage plus 2%. The Cairn of Leadership, the Cairn of Will. I would say the Cairn of Rage then. Just because it makes sense. I'm gonna take your capital. Should be really nice. And then I do have siege equipment now, so it should be a little bit faster. Oh, unreal. We wiped her, which is good. She is slippery, good lord. They found it? They discovered it? Dang it. One more time. Just for my own sake. Still nothing. I do think something we need to do more of is raiding. Gwergi. I like this one, it's fun. Nice. Good job, buddy. My daughter, Grenfrey. Nice. That would be a good one to have. Cool, cool. So now we're allied to this guy in Ireland. It's been 5 years since the game started. I'm a little concerned. I do actually want to get rid of you, so I will take you out. Because I can. And it'll give me some more lands, which is always good. He's all here. Boom, boom, boom. Take you. We'll do this at least. I think our werewolves or our bowmen are a big counter for them. 10 months though. It's a long time. We caught her. Although we can also ransom this person, so let's ransom them really fast. And now I shouldn't be in debt when this is over, which is exactly what I wanted. You, Simon, my friend, should be able to demand a conversion from you. You want this? You would not say yes, which is very interesting to me. What language do you know? Primal? Oh, an Anglic. Guess I'll start learning your tongue too, might as well. The members of your pack have gathered. As their leader, you are entitled to choosing how to train for the coming years of activity to focus on. Your learning will increase by 1. Nice. Let's embark on a spiritual quest. Spirits are the teachers of the fair world. I didn't want to do any other ones, but learning their gifts comes at a price. A spiritual quest will take on a journey filled with diverse encounters. Let's do it. You've consulted the spirits and several of them have a quest to offer. Accomplishing one of them will allow you to progress on your spiritual journey to learn more powers, but also will weaken you in various ways. Let's do it. I'm prepared for anything. I'm willing to do whatever. Gnosis 4. Lupus form. Which is the one that gives... What does Hispo form do? Increases your prowess. What does Chronos do? Increases your diplomacy and stewardship. What does this one do? Our animal recruitment cost minus 25%. So we could just get wolves for really cheap. Not necessarily, but close. I wonder if I could do it. I should try. I think he's at war, so I should be able to do this really quick. I'm just gonna keep running, trying to do these really fast. Alright, our Cairn is done. I think we should work on getting some... I don't know if we should grab those or... I'm gonna grab these guys because they're the only thing I have that can counter vampires. Or the only thing I can get that can counter vampires, I guess I should say. What is this? You're that werewolf. I feel like I should just dip my toes back. Poet. Oh, I'm a poet now. That feels appropriate for like a Celtic hero. Okay, now we get out of here. I think we've done enough. Oh, perfect. Okay, Jesus. Horrifying. Horrifying. I think we should get this up to 1. Should we get up 1 more? Or what? Oh. What happened to my rival? Where is she? Oh, I was looking at the wrong part of the map. I see. How close am I to being able to make Wales? Gwyneth. The Duchy of Man. Which you probably... We don't even have that. We should probably work on getting that. Sure. Okay, so we do not have the Duchy of Man now, because we've taken over the Duchy of Man as our own thing. Except for the Wild Sea now encompasses this as well. Which is... I think that's the smartest decision to make. I think... I kind of just got to keep raiding. We actually got a bunch of new levies, though. We learned a language. Oh, perfect. We learned Anglican. So I jumped ahead here, and apparently somebody killed Stephanie. I have no idea who. Does it say? This person killed her for some reason in a duel, I guess. So that's no longer a problem for me, which is good because I was worried. I think we were really close to our... Yeah, 10 years is when she comes to kill you. So that actually worked out really well for us. I have a truce with them still, technically, even though it's like a different ruler now, but I had just attacked them recently for this. But whatever, you know, I'm not going to complain. So this guy is an ally. You're not. You are not either. Honestly, taking one of your counties would be good. But being able to raid you is also pretty nice. So I'm just going to hold on to that for now. We still haven't gotten to go on our spiritual journey yet. But that's good. I'm very relieved that we don't have to worry about that anymore. I wonder how close I am to being able to make... I think I need a second duchy title. I think I need to make this first. So let me get my army re-straightened out. And then we'll get there. Burgeoning Cairn of Leadership, which I think is what here. Yeah. Honestly, getting something that'll give me a little bit more... I wish I had a bonfire. That's a good one. I don't want to spend any money, though, so I definitely don't want to get one of those. You've been a little too overprotective of your animal kin recently. They have grown numerous thanks to plentiful prey and few predators. The usual harsh laws of nature have been softened quite a bit by your watchful presence. A simple solution to restore balance would be to move some of them into a new environment, hopefully leading to them learning and adapting from this new struggle. You could also just let the situation slide. Having happy and plentiful animal kin in your area is far from a curse anyway. I would say never too much of a good thing. Actually, we're growing a pretty decent-sized army, and he only has Knights of Blood, and they are vampires, but if I had enough of these dudes to counter him, I think I'd be fine. I just need to get like way more money is my problem. I'm gonna go on a big raid here in a second. Solve the riddle and impress the spirits. Who is this for? You know what? I will gladly come help you. I would say blessed by the stag. We'll go through this tree. Large bards gathering. Ooh, this is a good one. Let's go over here. Since he's doing this, I'll come help him. Oh wait, I might be able to hit him up. Get him. Ooh, a new breed gifts. Actually, that might be able to finish that tree up. Perfect. I think that actually does finish the tree up. Let's do Beyond Human. And then I'll switch to... do I want this one? Or do I want one of these? Let's do Fiona Focus. Olwen. Oh my god, I have so many. Actually, I like Olwen. That's a pretty name. I have so many children. I think he's already gonna get on that. Oh, it's over. Alright, just banned. So be it. I have no money. None whatsoever. The spiritual journey is also like, it just keeps costing me so much. Or if he'll get up. Oh, okay. Spirits possess extensive knowledge of the spiritual landscape, whether you negotiate, communicate, or command them. They're powerful allies. Everything ephemeral needs something in exchange for their assistance, however. The Fairy use the words shimage or shimonage to describe gifts and favors that can motivate the spirits. Quests can take many forms, from riddles to heroic adventures with anything in between. Whatever the case may be, they are an integral part of Fairy society since the dawn of ages, and by fulfilling your duty today, you honor this long tradition of alliance with the spiritual world. Yana Focus, what is this? Lunar Gifts, Tribal Gifts is the one. I want the gifts of my people. Since I'm already in that tree anyway. Oh, Bounty Plunder, please, God. I'm just gonna go home real fast. Drop that off. Should be able to knock this right out. This debt, and by this, I mean. Alright, buddy, I cannot help you. I'm sorry. That is way too much going on. What are they fighting for? Oh yeah, you're screwed. I'm sorry. GG's guy. Who is this now? The Flower Knight. Ew, we have French people over here? Definitely not gonna let any French people live here. That's disgusting. I also think doing a spiritual journey is not the best idea when you're so weak, but... He won't attack me because we have similar strength, but I know for a fact he would beat me. Eventually we'll get... What the hell is this thing? What's a Nosferatu? It just looked really goofy. Eventually we'll be able to get Conquer Duchy, which would be huge, but I need to get Illustrious. The animal population of your area has recently experienced a first change. Your monitoring of their activities paid off, and your agents were the first on site, helping ease the traumatic experiences of these new Fira and hide their trail for any prospective hunters. Grateful, they now join your court, ready to discover the wider world. We gained Math. Okay. We gained Sephirus, and we gained... Nice. Welcome. Some new members. I'm just sort of letting my troops replenish. It's been 14 years since the game started. We still look pretty young, pretty much the same as he did before. I just really need to get money. It's kind of been my big thing this whole time. I will offer to join your war, my friend. And I don't want to, but I don't want you to lose this land either. I need strong werewolf allies nearby. And you're the only one I got. I'm gonna turn into the Chronos form. Let's hit him with a little Chronos, huh? Dude, that was so close. Well, thankfully he finally decided to join. This is a close one. Good God. Oh. My daughter has ambitious now. She got zealous, ambitious, and fickle. This is a tough start, I have to say. Like, this is not easy at all. You're constantly just fighting for your life over here, and it's so hard to get any money. It's finally time for the heroes of Wales to set out on this journey. If all goes to plan, I'll be able to blend in, find this Maria Immaculata's vault of gold and steal as much as I can without arousing her suspicion. All right, I've not done a heist in a billion years, so hopefully this goes well. Sherwood Den of Anarchy, a large royal hunting forest bordered on the west by the river Irwash and the forest of East Derbyshire, or Derbyshire. Sherwood is the favorite hunting ground of post-Norman invasion nobility. It really rose in prominence, however, once it became the base of the famed outlaw Robin Leland. While the origin of the man are mysterious, Robin has struggled against tyrants forever. His hand and dirty features were present in several plebeian uprisings, taking a direct hand in various peasant uprisings against English nobility, being a particularly strong advocate for the anarchist tendencies, often fighting at the forefront during military skirmishes. His major oak, an enormous tree in the center of the forest that he uses as his shelter, is now almost a pilgrimage location for prospective freedom fighters hoping to find wisdom under the hood guidance. A peculiar sight. I will get some of that prestige, please. We arrive. There is no sound save for the muffled footsteps of the heroes of the Wales, or heroes of Wales. I don't know why I said the Wales. We've taken great care to stay hidden and attract no attention because once we're in this place, it's kill on sight. This is our enemy's turf. Now all we need to do is get the key, find Maria Immaculata's vault, and stuff our pockets without anyone spotting us. This will be a night to be remembered, or that we die. You're caught by a patrol. Too late to run. The guards are no match for you, but can you defeat them quickly enough to not attract attention? Immaculata's champions. Another one. Jesus. All right, so suspicion is at 5. This corridor is completely empty. You can pass through it without fear of arousing any suspicion, but we will run right into these guys. This room contains not just a map of this cloister, but also schedules for guards and courtiers. This is a great boon for your infiltration. We've uncovered every node. This is the key. Guards, our suspicion is at 15 now. We've taken the key. Okay. To succeed in our infiltration, we have chosen an indirect approach. Every man has his weakness, and we found out which type of bribe worked best for the guards at the rear entrance. You will be well compensated. I have 50% chance that I die? I mean, I guess I'll give you this, and I'll go here. It's kind of unfortunate because this is the fastest route. Go into my Chronos form so that I have higher prowess. And let's do a dangerous fight. Oh, you're weak. So we're fighting this Inquisitor. Do you call yourself a warrior? Taste the wrath of Gaia. Strike, parry, riposte. I'm the fastest blade in the sept of the wild sea. I will rip you apart with your legendary strength. You try to rip your opponent apart. I literally tore him in half. You lay low and wait in this hidden nook. Things will blow over, guards will move, and you hopefully gain some new opportunities. And now we can go to the massive vault, and then we're right by an exit. So let's go to the vault. Gather as much gold as you can. Our inside man hasn't been as useful as I would have hoped so far. Their apparent lack of knowledge of the more secluded parts of this domain have cost us valuable time and has been close to getting us caught several times. Still, despite my suspicions, I can't deny that we are making progress. I think we gotta leave. The door is locked and I can hear swords being unsheathed and crossbows being drawn. I was right to be wary of our inside man, but apparently not prudent enough to be cornered into a well-prepared ambush. Time to see if we are strong enough to... Oh my god. We only gained 25 gold and lost 50. That was not worth it, like, at all. And now we are exalted among men, actually, or illustrious, which is huge, because now I can attack this person once we're back and not in debt anymore, and I can get rid of them. This person's at war, so actually raiding them would be a good move if they have anything worth taking. They do up here. There's a couple of them, so we'll come up here and raid him. If we can get all the way up to 377, we'll be really close to being able to at least make that duchy, and then we'll be able to work on getting enough to get the kingdom title, because once we make a kingdom title, I think it's going to be all uphill from there. The Terror from the Isle of Man. Finally, we got Raider, which is great. Gives you +2 martial, +2 prowess, and some prestige bonus per month. Honestly, I should probably attack this person too. Take all this duchy. Perfect. I love to see it. And then we'll grab this second duchy title. Perfect. And then this will allow me to make the Kingdom of Wales. I could subjugate him. I can only do this once per. We wouldn't be allies, but he would be under me, and that would be probably better. I think I'm gonna have to do that. I think I'm gonna have to subjugate you. I'm so sorry. I really didn't want to do that, but I am gonna attack you now. Or should I attack you first? Because having you, although, what are my claims? Really, I have a claim on this. Over for duchy. I could also just conquer the duchy, which I'm going to do that. Because not having to cross this water would be pretty nice. And I'm just going to take it. I'll just have that. Oh, you think you can just come into my home and attack me like that, huh? That's really rude. I don't like that. Oh, right, upgrading the, this thing costs 3,900 prestige. I think we should try to grab that. If we can manage it. We could break, wait a minute. What is the, is it this? I could break that betrothal. Now we're no longer allied. Perfect. Good, because now I can subjugate him without the fame penalty. And we captured them. Wow, that was quick. Perfect. Now I'm going to subjugate you, and I can only do this once. But they're the biggest ones, and I think I can make this work. Sorry, buddy. I hate to do it to you. I hate to attack a fellow werewolf, but I'm doing it for the good of the packs. The strength of the pack is the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is the pack. You understand this, of course. I would not speak so boldly to someone who didn't get it. You know what I speak of. I do like the journeys and stuff. Learning new abilities is interesting because you can only learn demonology, apparently. As a werewolf, like as an extra one. The spirit quest is cool. Training with your pack is also cool because it'll just improve their skills sort of dynamically. Perfect, done. The Duchy of Cornwall is mine. You are now my subject. I should definitely work on swaying you. And you're a new powerful vassal, so you should probably... 110 gold? Fine. No, you're there. See, now he doesn't hate me. It's perfectly good. My steward, it's not as important. The loyal bannerman. I love how many people have nicknames in this now. Okay. Okay, so let's assess the situation. I wonder... It's taking me so long. Although, actually, we should be building some buildings, huh? Well, I think most of them, unfortunately, do require. That does increase it by quite a lot, and it's free. So let's just do that for all of those. Yeah, for sure. Those two is great. Raise local raiders, and then these are ready to be raided again, so I will do it. So we're still trying to deal with this. We have to take on Mithras. Holy War for Kingdom would be huge, but we have to have Paragon of Virtue, I think. First, yeah. Invade Kingdom, we have to have Exalted Among Men, which actually we're really close to that, and we probably could potentially win. One big victory like that would do numbers for us. Actually, this guy's got a ton, so I'm gonna go raiding again. Do some more raiding. Trying. It's a good campaign. It's just a lot. It's like slow in that you have to really be planning. I'm also pretty sure I got lucky because that one lady died. Perfect. Disband. And now we can create the Kingdom of Wales. It only took, how long did it take? 25 years. I am now a mighty warlord. I have too many duchies, but that's fine, because we don't need to hold on to all of them. I'm going to give Cornwall back to my friend. You are the Duke of Cornwall, as you were always. And that's fine. That's a good guy to put there. Hold court. It looks like coronations are not in the mod, which is great. Look at his dope-ass crown. I'm so proud of you. It'd be really great if I could get some of these. It's kind of confusing to me that this is with money. It should probably not be. It should probably be with prestige, because they're tribal, essentially, right? It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me why it's not. I'm a little bit confused by that, but it's fine. Getting more kinfolk leech hunters to counter their vampires is always good. I think maybe. I wonder if they can actually get a little stronger. They're stationed there, okay. Doesn't matter. With 7,000 strong, you will march. Well, 6,000, I guess. We're going to be in your Chronos form, because you should be. Bring me bounteous plunder, please. And then we'll go here. I'm just going to kind of take up all this. I'm going to do a border raid for now. And then we'll see what he does. He may wait. He seems to be hesitant to hit me, which is good. That's exactly what I want to see. I'm getting Exalted Among Men is my next big move. I wonder if he's fearful. Alright, I guess we're raiding London. If I can get Bounteous Plunder out of London, that would be huge. We did it. We raided the Barony of London. It says we would lose pretty handily. I want to see what you have. Oh, it's these guys. Hold on. What do you got? Hoblars. Light cavalry. So that means I need something that counters light cavalry, which I don't have, unfortunately. I don't even get the option to have something like that. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Yeah, we're just replenishing some men-at-arms now. Honestly, I would probably just get you guys all the way up to the top. To max. Get about that many more of those. Toil and hard work. Is it diligent? Diligent's a great one to get. 8,000 troops now. Yeah, that's nice. I think we'd be able to do it pretty nicely. We raided London, though, so, I mean, it only took me like 30 years, but we're nearly there. I think I might spend the prestige and upgrade this to this one. How much is the next one? The same. 6,500? That could be a good idea. I need a little bit of money, though, so I can get the embarkment cost. Otherwise, I'm going to go straight into debt as soon as we start the war, which would be a bad move. And it's done. Barely even went into debt. Perfect. Got ourselves a ton of land, just way too much. I don't really need any of this. Definitely want to come down here and raid into France, and then I just need to get enough to get Exalted Among Men. That's like my next big thing. How much does it cost to get to words to Holy War for Kingdom? Because if I take this, I'm gonna count this video as done or like good, but I would really prefer to get Heroes of Gaia. We have to completely control Wales and England. And this has to be fully built, which I probably would just use the console to give myself the rest of the prestige for that, because it's like an unbelievable amount. So let's just rebuild it. And then this is the Ghost of the Pagan Graveyard's mute sorrow penetrates the veil between the worlds and allows Fianna Theurges to draw Gnosis from the Umbra. That all sounds like made up words. Now I'm debating, should we try and raid a little bit and get a bit more, like increase these up to the max maybe? Because what is this? 45. And then get like up to 500 of those. They're not super strong, but just having more men-at-arms might be... Greatness awaits you, my buddy. Having more men-at-arms might be the move. Tribal gift, okay. What do we get? Brew. Well, that's certainly beneficial. Plus 3 tax per month. Hello? Okay. All right. Shoot. How much does anybody hold the Kingdom of Ireland? I could technically get it, but I'm going to take the Kingdom of England title once I defeat him. Negotiating alliance. You want one? Sure. Increase size by 1. And increase size by... There we go. So those are all maxed. Or that one is maxed. Honestly, getting you higher. It should be my next priority, I think. How strong are you? Very weak. Yeah, you're getting got. Sorry. Shockingly, not a lot of prisoners. Baronies of Avalon. Wait a minute. Mithras, what the hell? Where are you going? You're all the way down here, too? This guy sucks, dude. I'm sick of his ass. Well, I'm definitely going to raid him some more, because I hate him. Okay, so I've jumped a bit ahead. A couple years ahead, I think, actually. I took a couple things, took up a lot of this area. This guy actually didn't put up much of a fight at all. Actually, not this guy, that's me. This guy, he did not call Mithras, I think because Mithras is having kind of a bad time. He's a little bit weaker than I am now. I should be able to fight him, I hope. I wonder if there's any powerful alliances we can grab, actually. Because we've not really looked in a while. Okay. Couple good ones. I'm now at 12,000 troops. I have pretty much... I mean, I have literally double Mithras's troops. I think I'm going to try and finally go to war with this guy. And I'm going to invade his kingdom. I'm going to take the Kingdom of England. And we should, hopefully be able to win. I'm going to call in pretty much anybody that I can. Which is, I have 3 big ones. I'm going to call in all of them. Because having as many as possible would probably be to my benefit. I'm going to assume he's going to go here. Because they love to be like where you're not standing. It's like their favorite thing to do. Okay. Let me combine these two. And then we'll go like this. It says we might win. Got him. Perfect, dub. Oh, thank God. I'm getting so nervous because I keep having to send my dudes around in circles. Nearly took some land. Perfect. He is up here. I think, let's just hold on. It says we might win this. No, don't do it. Don't do it. If it says he's gonna win, he will win. That's like pretty much the rule. He's got so many troops, but he won't hit me directly because it looks like we're slightly stronger than him. Caught him in an open battle right here. Perfect. Perfect dub. I'm surprised I haven't gone into debt yet. I'm very close. Do I have siege equipment still? I don't think so. I think I lost them in a battle. As long as I can hold out at this point, we're doing great. Wish I had some. We do actually have a bunch of prisoners that can be ransomed. Perfect. Because I'm gonna start losing power here. And none of these are from prisoners, so. Get them. There we go. Take one more thing, I think we'll be nearly there. If I can take London, actually, that might be the end. Oh no, it's over. Oh my god, I actually managed to do it. I didn't think that that was gonna work. Does he have a rebellion going on? The Welsh invasion, isn't that me? Oh, well there was 2 of them. Enforce my demands, so be it. Goodbye, you Bigner. 98 counties. Oh my god. Did it give me all of them? I can make the Kingdom of Scotland and England? That's so funny. Holy god, that's so many things. The red and white apple of Avalon. Upon the pinnacle of Glastonbury Tor are 2 springs, the white and the red, representing the forces of life and death. Near the 2 springs is a small apple tree that bears apples year-round, whether it is winter or summer or spring. Half of the apples are red, the other half have skins as white as snow. Pick an apple. I now have the antler crown, the symbol of the Fianna King since the early knights of the tribe. This powerful crown is only given to the worthy, and all children of the stag are duty-bound to follow it. Now I have the red apple. England. I just have to completely control Wales and then rebuild the other thing. I think what I'll do, I'm in so much debt, is I may end up just using the console because we did the hardest part and I really do not want to give out these 98 titles. I'm going to be completely frank with you. We did all of the heavy lifting, so I think with the console I'll just give myself the rest of Wales and give myself the prestige that I need because I really want to see what happens when you get Heroes of Gaia. And then we'll be done, and I think we've somehow managed to make this happen, and I'm very proud of us. But let me cut away. We'll jump into debug mode. We'll do the other stuff, and then we'll finish up. Actually, let's grab this. Large bard gatherings. What does that look like? Where's that? Where can I put that? Is this like a big building? Ooh, nice. So now we have the imposing cairn of the Wild Sea, the last remaining stronghold of the Fianna after the Flaying Plague, a place strong enough to rebuild their entire tribe from. So now the Kingdom of Wales is mighty strong. I literally just took a couple things. It would have taken me a million years to do all of that, so I figured we wanted to see what happens when we get Heroes of Gaia. We also did, I feel like, earn this moment anyway because I had to beat Mithras in a war, and it would basically just be a waiting game. And, you know, I've already been recording for a few hours, and I figured you guys want to see the ending. So let's hit Heroes of Gaia. Once the undisputed masters of the Isles, the Fianna have fallen on hard times with the return of Mithras and the Flaying Plague. We must strike back before it's too late. I will get the Fianna Empire Tile, a powerful relic of your tribe, and be one step closer to uniting the Garu. Let's see, time for a feast. While well respected for their combat prowess and their famous storytellers, the Fianna are often considered too unruly by the other tribes. This lack of discipline has seen them suffering major setbacks in the Isles, leading them to be more and more isolated from the rest of the Garu nation. No more, however, as a strong succession of rulers and a renewed sense of purpose have seen the Fianna once again ascend as the masters of Britannia. As songs are already being composed to immortalize this great deed, the Fianna will now start to look outwards, perhaps to bring help to the rest of the nation after recovering from the most epic feast that has ever been thrown. My head hurts. I gain the threefold axe artifact, 500 prestige. I get Fianna the Empire title, and then 1,000 renown. And I have this really stupid hat. Fianna has to be... Oh. We can create Gaia's Triumph. Actually, we could do that really fast. Let's just take all of Mithras' stuff. So I just did a couple extra things, obviously. Gaia's Triumph. We have made our claim about leading the Garu nation. It is now time to prove ourselves worthy. And this is now, despite the Flaying Plague and the rampant growth of civilization, the Garu have endured. Under a new and respected leadership, the tribes have been united to wage a common war against the dreaded vampires and their numerous minions. Step by step, the werewolves are regaining lost cairns, curtailing cities' growth, and making sure that humanity stays in its proper place. As more and more leeches are torn apart by fang and claws, this is little doubt left. This is the age of the wolf. The apocalypse can wait, for the Garu are more than ready. to keep watch over their beloved Gaia. We get Garo Nation, and we get Champions of Gaia. So we have created this huge title, and what does this axe look like? Whoa! The culmination of Fianna's smithing skills, the threefold axe is a weapon crafted to be optimal against any foe. The spirit inside of it will actually change the metal's composition during battle as needed, making sure the Fae face gold, werewolves face silver, etc. Such a weapon is exceedingly rare, as making so many spirits cohabit in one house is truly an epic feat. And at the age of 78, after 43 years in game, we actually played for quite a while, at 65 prowess, our man has done it. We have taken over this land, and Garo Nation is secured. And I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys don't mind that I used the console there at the end just so we could kind of see what happens with all that extra stuff, because I don't normally, and I'm often curious after the fact. So sometimes I've been doing this in more recent videos where I'll just jump in the console, give ourselves a little bit of stuff, and then we'll just kind of get to see what the results of that would be if you were to continue playing, because obviously, you know, I'm not going to continue playing, but I hope that you enjoyed it anyway. As always, I'm Sol, and I hope that you enjoyed this. Happy Halloween. It's coming up in a couple weeks again, and I'll happily see you in the next one.